The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at center. Here is Doc. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Now here's James. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Sutton sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doc's got the opening basket of the game for the Warriors. Outside Irving, and he gets it to go.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here is Doc. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And that one's good, Irving.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here is Doc, covered by Irving. Sutton. And Shumpert pulls it down. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron James on the wing. Outside Irving. Feeds it to Shumpert. Shoots the 3. And that's collected by Bogut. So it's the Warriors now. Send it over to... Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks again, Doris. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged play.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
And he gets the bucket.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside Irving. It's tipped on the wing. Shumpert jacks up a 3. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that D. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
They set the screen. Here's Irving. An easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 8 points.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Took him no time at all on that one. 18 points for Doc.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Warriors with possession here. 10-point lead. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period. Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. James with it, picked up by Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Pass to Shumpert. Kicks to Irving. Takes the three.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end. How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Now LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shumpert. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Sutton. And that one's good. Doc's got 28 points for the game.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
And as we conclude the first quarter.
Let's take him back.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the...
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. And it's Williams at the point.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Mid-air theatrics. Looks like he's just walking on the wind, switching hands before that slam.
Adding just a touch of class to that throwdown.
How about easy to lose control of the basketball, but the way he did it, you can tell he knew what he was doing.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here is Doc. 32 points in the game, and that one's good.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Williams passes to Thompson. Thompson is double. Williams attacking, and Thompson sends it back.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here is Doc. He has 35. And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
11 feet away, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Verjao with a screen on Thompson. LeBron drives in. That's good. LeBron's got his first points in this one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Williams kicks to Verjao. Barnes against LeBron. With the teardrop, it's rebounded by Golden State. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a 3. They set a franchise record in made threes last year at 883 triples.
Incredible.
Wow.
I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. On the wing, James, covered by Barnes, and the shot is good. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
For the Warriors, guys, not only did they lead the league in three-point percentage, they also hit about 45% of their three-point attempts from the corner. That's the highest percentage 3 on the court.
Offensive rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Sutton. The shot is off. Good D from Love. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The screen from Thompson. Puts up the baby hook. Out to Smith. Fires the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here is Doc. Covered by LeBron. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And how about 45% from the corner three? That is absurd, especially when you consider that the Warriors would put it up from anywhere. You look at the numbers from last year, and what this team did from beyond the arc was simply phenomenal.
How about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Golden State's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Stolen by Thompson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocked loose. James with it. Guarded now by Barnes. The 15-footer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
And it's good. 51 points for Doc.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Out to Smith. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's Sutton. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by 8. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Doc has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. And it's Sutton in at the 1 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and of course the injury In the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Looking for Shumpert. He gets it there. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.